Hey there, everyone. It's GG Sober Son. January 9th. When we were drinking, most of us had no real faith in anything. We may have said that we believed in God, but we didn't act as though we did. We never honestly asked God to help us, and we never really accepted His help. To us, faith looked like helplessness. But when we came into AA, we began to have faith in God. And we found out that faith gave us the strength we needed to overcome drinking. Have I learned that there is strength in faith? And I guess for me, faith didn't necessarily mean, helplessness. To me, faith meant restriction. That faith meant that I was having to give up something, like fun, right? Like faith meant no fun and a restricted life. And when I came into AA, I realized how restricted my life with alcohol was. In some respects, it gave me freedom from boredom and stuff like that. But really, in the end, it just became really kind of boring. I stopped doing adventurous type things, and I'll never forget, I got sober while I was in Turkey on a temporary duty assignment, living in a tent with like 5 other guys. And I did go on some outings prior to getting sober, but they were so much more enjoyable when I was sober. Like the difference between snorkeling for the first time when I was drunk, almost drowned, because I kept like trying to swim normally, overhand kind of thing, and inhaling water because I kept slopping water down my snorkel tube. And then when I got sober, I was much more able to enjoy the experience, But again, I did do some excursions and stuff like that while I was drinking, but I didn't really like soak it up, you know what I mean? It's just sort of like the main focus was, like getting drunk, So anyway, meditation for the day. I will have faith no matter what may befall me. I will be patient even in the midst of troubles. I will not fear the strain of life because I believe that God knows just what I can bear. I will look to the future with confidence. I know that God will not ask me to bear anything that could overcome or destroy me. Yeah, that's a common trope, really. Like, God won't give you anything you can't bear or something like that. And I don't believe that's true. I believe God will give you just enough to get to the point where you're powerless. Get to the point where I need to trust in God. I need to trust Him rather than trying to grind and get it done myself, Prayer for the day. I pray that I may put this day in the hands of God. I pray for faith so that nothing will upset me or weaken my determination to stay sober. And sometimes I need to be upset. It gets me unstuck. And so I'll leave all that to the hands of God. And sometimes we have to have a storm and it's quite stormy today, and gets all the dead limbs out of the trees, you know what I mean, and tests the old trees that may have been standing for a while, but they're dangerous, and those types of storms are necessary. And we had a good old storm blow through last night and knock out some branches. And so, but the old house is still standing, which is good, and nothing fell on the car. So either way, I know I'd get through it. So look up, aim up, rise up. Love y'all.